Hello, and welcome to an episode of Interview Mondays. I'm truly sorry for the connection issues, and I hope it's now fixed. What's the weather like in your neck of the woods? Are you having some freezing rain and some crazy weather? Hope you're not driving somewhere and stuck in traffic. But welcome to another episode of Interview Mondays. I'm so sorry I was having some connection issues, and hopefully we'll be good to go. So, hi Sid, how are you? Hope you're having a nice day. So I'm so sorry about the connection issues. Hopefully everyone joins and we'll get in a minute. So a few minutes late. Hello.
Hi.
I am so excited. I am so sorry. I was having some major connection issues. I don't know what was going on, but it happens, I guess.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll have more people join because I think when I disconnected, a lot of people went away. So
That's
I'm
okay. It
yeah,
happens.
so thank you so much. I am
You're
so
very welcome.
excited for another episode of Interview Mondays. And today I'm interviewing Mahtab from 3D Staging. And I mean, I'm so delighted, I'm even more delighted today to do this because it's tomorrow's International Women's Day. And I was so, I didn't plan this, but of course you happen to be the Monday before International Women's Day, which, I'm delighted that I was interviewing a female. And we'll cheer ourselves on in advance of tomorrow. So let's get started. Introduce yourself to the audience. Tell them who you are and your Instagram handle.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Mahtab, and I'm the owner of 3D Staging and Home Design. And thank you so much for inviting me. It's been a pleasure. And in advance, happy Women's Day to all of the women who are live or just watching this live video after. So here I am. If you want to ask me questions, or I can just jump in and discuss.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about you, about your business. Yeah, just let us.
Yes, I started this business in 2016, late 2016, and I've been doing some services to GTA, pretty much mostly vacant staging, occupied staging, color consultation, and interior decorating, sometimes staging for living. And these are the services that we offer to our clients around GTA. So our process starts with consultation, which means that like walk and talk. During the walk and talk, we do give some recommendations to the homeowner. Either it's an occupied home or just a vacant house. We have to see the property in order to give some ideas, the recommendations, and get the house ready for the market. So most of the time I've been asked, why do you charge for home staging consultation? A lot of stagers, they don't charge. So I should say our consultation, it's a very vast process. It's not only going and just taking pictures and giving some estimates or quotes. When we go to the house or like whatever property that is going to hit the market soon, we give them some recommendations, like if it's an occupied or vacant, to just make the house ready for the market. And it's sometimes it takes more than 2 hours, and it's all they need. It's not, it doesn't mean that home staging, all the houses need home staging, like the full service. Sometimes the homeowners, mostly occupied staging, they have nice furniture. They just need a little bit of decluttering and just changing some furniture, and that's it. Depersonalizing their, house, and that's it. But they don't know where to start and what to do. So most of the time they get frustrated and they get overwhelmed. They don't know where to start. So that's the thing. Like I always ask the real estate agents, once you sign the contract, just the first thing you should do, just contact your home stager, because even if they want to just put the house in the market soon, they need to do some stuff before the market. And or if they are willing to put some money in the house to do some renovations, it's better to get the consultation from a home stager to let them know what areas needs to be highlighted or just renovated. Some of the stuff you will do and you put a lot of money in it, but it doesn't necessarily put it's good for yourself if you want to live in it, but it doesn't necessarily give you the money back. So that's where we where we come to give the homeowner that those recommendations. Like, let's say if you are willing to spend this money, like your budget is limited, I should say, like, do this instead of that. You know what I mean? Sometimes the homeowners, they're like, okay, so we should change this or change that, or they don't know where to start. So that's my recommendation starts to help them. Just do this first, and if you have extra budget, do that. So this is the process of our job, like starting with like a consultation, a one-on-one consultation. And then from there we decide either the house needs like a partial staging or full staging, or even not. So, and then other services that we do is just color consultation as well. So it's very important to choose the right color. It's not only, sometimes people say, okay, I like OC17 or OC44, but it doesn't work in all the. So if you get the help of like an expert who knows what to choose, you don't spend a lot of money and getting the bad results. Like, so it's better to contact your whoever you decides to go, to just contact them as soon as possible.
Yes, and I mean, that's a great tip, right? Because I think people start sometimes in various different areas. I mean, some agents do it a little differently. Some agents will put home staging as part of what their package is. I mean, obviously, understanding and making sure that the sellers are also serious about the sale of their property, right? Like, I mean, all of these items cost money. And so I think it's important. For me, I think it's important for people to be prepared, show the house well, and get the most, right, for their property. So I mean, you gave us quite a bit of insight on, the initial process. Like once you do that piece, is there a further piece that you do? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, like, so you mentioned taking pictures. Like, do you then take the realtor pictures or do you take your own pictures?
No,
Okay,
no, it's just for our report. If
okay.
the homeowner or the agent needs the report, especially for senior people or people that they don't want to take notes, we take pictures for the report so that the homeowners, they don't forget what needs to be done. So we take pictures of before, and after the staging is just where the professional photographer comes in right after us, but we don't offer that service, but
Oh,
we know a lot of good photographers in town that
yes, absolutely.
yes, yeah,
Yeah, I was just clarifying to make sure that it
yeah,
wasn't, so
it's
it's
just
just for
for,
the
yeah,
report.
for the report, yes.
And so, um, like, how do people then go about placing an order with you? How does that service work?
um every house is different,
Hmm.
everybody is different, every situation, like once we meet the homeowners, especially in occupied staging, it's very important to know the homeowners first in order to see how open they are. You don't want to overwhelm like people that they haven't sold their house in like 20 years. They lived in the house, like especially seniors, or with a lot of lists, like a long list of to do like recommendations.
Hmm. Yeah.
So it's a good thing to just speak with the homeowners, or like before entering the homeowners, just before the interview or the consultation, just speak to the real estate agent what needs to be done, and then just it's very important to know how open they are, and then once we know what's the situation is, most of the people, they are open to everything. They want to sell their house like for more money, um, of course, but some people, they're not, they are very attached to their furniture, and just take it a little bit personal when we say like remove this or just change this. They ask some of the times they ask me why, and that's the process that I need to just be very careful with
Hmm.
what these are the furniture. Some people, they get too attached to it. When you go to the occupied staging, you have to be very careful when you are recommending some stuff. Remove this, remove that, just remove everything, and we bring our own stuff. That's the easiest thing, right?
Yeah.
So the art of home staging is just when you saying, when the client says, okay, I'm not open to any removal, just work with my
Hmm.
whatever we have here, just do your own magic. So that's the um, I think the most difficult part of our job is just working around with the homeowner's furniture, just a little bit fluff up, and recommending some a little bit of this and that removing, but we have to be very careful with the homeowners. Um, as for the vacant home staging, I think our job is kind of easier because we have a blank canvas. We can do anything with it.
Yes.
So my expertise, I think, is just um, I'm I have done both, but I think I'm an expert with the occupied staging. Like
Okay.
I
Hmm.
do
Yes.
most of the time. I'm not like that. Like do this, do that, and just remove everything, and I can bring my own stuff. Some of the times they they don't have any storage area. garage is still full. They cannot move anything, right?
Yes.
So that's the most important thing that you should know before giving recommendations.
Yeah.
And for the order, like the home staging should be done in one day. Like I said, if it is unless it's a very huge house, but
Mm-hmm.
most of the time we finished our job in one day. Like, let's say if it is a big house, we start like early in the morning, and by night we are done. So the process is just one day, and after that they can just book the photographer and they're done. um, and after visiting, we give them like a formal code, and if they are okay with that, we can go ahead and start planning for the job.
Good job. Yeah. Yeah. It's, I mean, it's so important that you mentioned, what you mentioned was correct. You have a lot of times I personally deal with a lot of my clients as seniors. They've lived in the house for a long time. They're very attached, like you said, to their belongings. They're very attached to their space. They don't even want to move.
Right.
And, and they're at a stage where, they have to move because,
Mhm.
they can manage a big house by themselves, or they need some assistance. And so, yeah, it's so important to be, mindful of that, and, manage it, because, coming in to say, hey, let's remove all your stuff, they're not even ready to move out of that place yet, right? And so we have to be so mindful of that approach. Absolutely. So it's good to hear that that's what you kind of specialize in, which is excellent. And which areas? I didn't ask you this, but which areas do you typically work?
um, I'm actually in York region.
Okay.
I'm based in York region. Most of my job is in York region and Toronto, but we do all the service in GTA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. It's good
Mm-hmm.
to know. So I know a lot of times, I have a lot of realtors that join, or realtors that watch thereafter, and
Mm-hmm.
will hope that they get in touch with you.
For
Is
sure.
there, right before we wrap up, is
Mm-hmm.
there anything else you want to share that I missed, perhaps?
Um, I just created a list of what's in 2022, what's in interior design and staging is out, and what are the tips that the homeowners um, can get, like in order to get ready for their house to be ready for the market.
Yeah.
So some of the items that I just wrote down is just like we do some consultation before the renovation as well.
Mhm.
Like as I mentioned, is if the homeowner has a limited budget, we just go there and recommend just do this and don't do that. Um, so light, high gloss floors are out
Yes,
for sure.
definitely.
And for the windows, still like very large windows, high ceilings are very nice. But for the windows, we have like coverings, very uh, those are that are out. So it's just matching window valances or just vertical blinds. They're
Right.
out. Some of the things that I've seen, the trends is just the actual drapes or just the regular type of curtains.
Mhm.
Um, the colors that are out are very bright and saturated colors that we don't use it in staging these days. And what's in 2022 is just earthy palettes, like indoors, outdoors, indoors.
Yes.
Like mostly warm brown tones, or basically the nature, like green tones. They're all in 2022. And some paint colors, like before we used to have in 90s, like sponge painted walls. There are a no. And some of the trends in sofas that we have seen probably last year or 2020 was like boucle fabric, which is out in 2022. And those type of sofas that are very boxy, and those are out right now. So the things that they are in 2022, because after the COVID, like a lot of industries have been impacted by the COVID. So the furniture industry has been impacted as well. So we've seen a lot of back orders, even not high-end furniture, like IKEA, Structube. They don't have anything, right? When you go to the store, we're back ordering to 2023 or something like that. So the solution for that is just incorporating some vintage pieces into our lives, like make it work with modern furniture and some vintage pieces together. So this is a solution that you can do for your house. And another thing that it is not going to go out of style, is just marble. Marble anywhere, like dining room, even your bedroom. You can use like small tables of marble. It never goes out of style, to be honest. Subway tiles, we have seen subway tiles since 1908, and till today subway tiles are in. And I don't think that it's going to go out of style, and it's cheap, right? If you want to go and renovate your kitchen, it's the cheapest option. It's just subway tiles. So it's very modern looking and very conservative. The other thing that I totally recommend, if a homeowner wants to change the carpet, in order, like, let's say the second floor is all carpeted. The first thing that I recommend is just changing that carpet into hardwood floors. Like it is worth it to put that much money. If you are selling your house or not, you want to, live in the house, and in the, future you sell it. It gives the value to your house. So I'm not recommending changing the carpet. I'm just recommending put more money, and hardwood floors, they never go out of style. Large windows. If you have the money to change those small windows into large, like from floor to ceiling windows, go ahead, do it. It is worth it to just spend that much money for those large windows. And another thing is silver toned furniture or silver toned fixture in your house, like probably light fixtures, or even in your kitchen you have appliances that silver toned. I don't think that is going to go out of style much soon. So if you want to go ahead and invest on those, go ahead. And another color palette that I don't think that is going to go out of style is black and white. If you are very conservative and you want to redecorate your house or your bedroom, go ahead and go with black and white. It doesn't have to go like white. It can go like off-white and black. And mixing and matching with metal colors still is on trend. And I don't think in 2022 it goes out of style. Yes, I think I mentioned to all those things that I have wrote it down for you guys. If you have any other questions, if you want to, redecorate your house and don't know where to start, just contact me. I can start the process with you. Yeah, and if you have any other questions, you can just DM me.
Perfect. And so for everyone watching, Mahtab is at 3D Staging. And of course, you can contact her for design ideas and design consultations, as well as staging consultations. And I want to thank you so much for taking the time with me today. I so appreciate it. It means a lot. I do this every Monday, and I'm delighted to promote women, men, everyone, all of the businesses. Yeah, and I want to promote businesses. I know everyone has taken a little bit of a hit over COVID. And, I feel like for small businesses most, any way we can help each other and promote each other, we should really kind of promote each other anyways, right? So, but thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. And for everyone watching, happy International Women's Day tomorrow. And once again, my name is Jacqueline Watson. I'm a realtor with Sutton Group in Toronto. And until next Monday, thank you for joining. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.